Hello YouTubers, this is Tim at JL Miniatures. Just wanted to give you guys a video just to kind of get back in the swing of things. It's been 4 long years and it's entirely too long to not do videos. So today I'm going to be working on the Warcry miniatures, putting them on their base and just kind of decking out the base just a little bit more. This right here, what I'm cutting is the tall shrubbery from Green Stuff World. And as you can tell, it is quite long. This is probably 1.5 inches probably long, and it's way too long for what I want to do. These are kind of glued together, as you can tell. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these apart, and then I'm going to, excuse my hand, I'm going to glue them in place in the base. And what that's going to do is it's going to give me a little bit more detail, and it's going to cover up some places where the paint didn't really get into. You can see a couple, let me see if I can, there you go. You can see a couple white spots right there. And then I'm going to take and do some tufts of this orange, and it is super bright, so it'll give it a nice contrast. What I did with the base here, this is a Chaos Chaos roller, again from Green Stuff World, and I broke that all up using, the clay and some cork. I basically went really quite easy with it. So I started out with a brown, I did like a turquoise, kind of mixed that in, then I turned around, did a lighter off-white into the turquoise. So I just gave it kind of a tricolor or quad color, something like that. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these things apart. I figure there's not too much in like a Chaos Wasteland as far as greenery. So whatever green they're going to have some like dead foliage or something. And a lot of these have like a brown, like a little tuft on them. So it looks kind of nice. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go around, figure out what I can use, and put it in different spots here. I want to try to give this a little bit different heights. I think that always looks a little bit nicer instead of having everything nice and flat. Plus it'll give it some more detail as far as the mini goes. Now you can see that this is still kind of shiny. I haven't sealed it yet. I'm just going to wait till I get the miniature on there. As long as you're not sealing and using the spray really heavy, you're just using a nice matte finish, it doesn't really mess up as far as the foliage that you're putting on there. And that's something to kind of keep in mind. Now with the tufts here, you can see that was a lot. They actually have a little bit of a glue to them, so where they actually stick. But I seem to like to actually use super glue and just glue them down, because I like to make sure that they're going to stay right where I put them. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and basically chop this one into different sections, and then I'll figure out which one I want to put where on the base. I picked the orange because I wanted some really bright color and something that really stands out compared to the base itself. I could have went with blue or purple or red or yellow. They've got all these different types of colors and stuff like that. And I thought that an orange would look really, really nice and it would stand out. That's one thing that my unit that I took in, or warband that I took and painted, doesn't have, is they don't have really an orange to them. So I figured that would be a perfect way to do it. So as you can see, I just kind of just jam that little tuft right in there. And then what I'll do is I'll take and end up doing another tuft right down in this little corner right here, and then I'll probably be done with it. I really wanted to take and add something as far as color, just to make the base pop and make it a little bit more lively Now what I'm doing is I'm just using an old X-Acto knife and just kind of pushing it down inside the inside that ballast and everything else, so that way it has a nice seat to it. I always hate when stuff just gets stuck in there and it doesn't really make sense. So as you can tell, let me get that behind there, that I've taken and cut that all back down inside there so it actually fits. There you go. So it fits really well and it makes it look like it's actually growing right out of there. And with this brown, that just makes it look so much nicer. I'll put the hand. Now I'm just ready for a mini. So that's my first video being back. I'll be back in a little bit and I'll do another video of me putting the miniatures on the bases so you can see the whole unit as a completed unit. Thank you very much.